What's up, Juventini? So today we see Juve make a major U-turn in terms of Weston McKenna. It also directly reflects Fabio Medi and his future, all right, and represents the second player on the out of project list to be reintegrated into the team and raises the question, who else could be up for reintegration that was on that list? Of course, eyes on Chiesa and also Rugani. We'll go through all the details there. As fans, we're getting nervous about how this team was going to head into the 24-25 season, and very nervous it was going to be incomplete. We're going to tackle all of that. The latest on Cope Miners and Nico Gonzalez with major pieces in the domino effect going down today. A new offer for Conceição and the first projected lineup of the 24-25 season, all right? I'm Berto, this is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's August 16th. Let's rock with the news. So, with fans getting very nervous about this team being incomplete, only having 13 players on the squad, what are we doing? Well, a big U-turn with Weston McKenna could be in play. He could potentially be remaining at Juventus, okay? There are discussions happening as we speak about a one-year bridge renewal with the player, and it's being rumored that it would be potentially at the previous terms, and those were the club's terms. An offer deemed far too low by Weston McKenna earlier on in the Mercado, all right? Now, as far as this goes, there are some fans feeling like we are just going to go down the same road, same path, and be stuck with this player later on. We're just extending it a season, all right? Should freeze him out. But on the other hand, as a depth option, not the end of the world. And the biggest thing here, I think, for me is on our terms, all right? This out of project list was always deemed as way too strong a stance by Motta and Giuntoli and how hard they were pushing it, but now this is the second player that could be reintegrated. We saw Milik reintegrated and now potentially Weston McKenna. So Juve pushed very hard, but in the end, so far, what's going down is Juve's terms with Weston McKenna if he remains. And again, still rumors, we have to watch, but I still always said we have to wait and see. I doubt they are going to freeze out all of these guys on this list, all right? So let's see what happens. And with Fabio Medi, he now runs out of space on the team list, all right? So what happens there? Genoa is pressing for Medi. They are pushing very hard to bring in the player. The terms from Juventus have always been the same, and that is dry loan. They will not be losing Medi outright. So that's the latest. McKenna could remain. Medi heading out the door on a loan, and one that I think we can all agree on is much needed for the player. In terms of now this flip, this 180, who else could be in line? Could Federico Chiesa be in line for a U-turn? All signs still point towards no. He is out of the squad. He is now formally and officially out of training with the first team. There are many rumors stating that he has already got an agreement in place to join a club on a free transfer at the end of this season, and this leaves Juve to continue to push him out and not want him around this season, all right? So it's not looking good for any type of a U-turn with Fede Chiesa. For Rugani, the last we heard was that he was turning down all offers heading his way, but today we hear that Ajax could actually be the landing spot for the defender, but they need to make room first and clear some path for him to join. Will they do that? We have to wait and see. That's the latest on any U-turns and potential U-turns. Now, the big news out of yesterday, Cope Miners. Juve putting in an increased offer, 52 million euros, 7 million in bonuses, seeing this thing reach 59 million euros total. An offer that would be wild to me if Atalanta did not accept, all right? And today, it is officially announced Brescianini with Atalanta, and they are currently pressing for Lazar Samardzic, and this comes from Romano and Di Marzio as well. Atalanta wrapping these two guys up, definitely clears the path for this thing to get finalized. All eyes on it. As far as Nico Gonzalez goes, well, the domino piece we needed there falling in line as well, as Goodmanson arrives today in Firenze to finalize his move to Fiorentina, and that should unlock that move. All right, as far as Conceição goes, we have a new offer in today from Juve, 8 million euro loan with 20 million euro obligation. All right, so getting very close to that 30 million euro of total business that Berto was looking for. We see if we can wrap things up with that one. As far as Kalulu goes, apparently there is still resistance from the defender in joining Juventus, okay? And the deal is there with Milan. 3.5 million euro loan, an obligation at 14 million euros, and there is a 5-year deal agreed upon with the player's entourage and agents. And the phone call with Motta apparently still hasn't assured this player of the move to Juventus. Milan is on the backside of this thing, pushing the player towards Juve. For me, this is off to a brutal start, and I say abort. Back out. He had his opportunity. We're making way too much out of this guy, and it's starting off on the wrong foot. Back out. I didn't even have him in the top 3 of potential center back candidates that we had on the list. I'd go elsewhere. I said this yesterday, and I stand firm with it. All right. Now we get to the 24-25 season. We've got our first projected lineup, and that is 4-1-4-1 against Como. Di Gregorio in goal. Danilo, Gatti, Bremer, Cambiaso across the back. Thuram, Locatelli, and Luiz in the middle, with Weah, Vlahovic, and Yildiz up top. All right. And as far as Yildiz goes, today is set to be the day that we see his contract renewal announced and him receive that coveted number 10. That's your news break, everybody. You guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, all right? And tomorrow morning, we will be live 8:30 a.m. Eastern time with our 24-25 live season preview show, and of course, tackling all the latest news around Juve. Hope to see you all there, but you guys know my favorite part. That is smash all your thoughts, opinions, questions, comments in the comment section. Let's mix it up. I'm back tomorrow live. Can't wait to see you all there. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.